Hi, my name is Jesus Cortez. Thank you for joining us for this video about the Machine Learning and Signal Processing Master's Program here at the University of Wisconsin-Madison. I'm an enrollment coach for the engineering graduate programs here at UW, and I help prospective students learn more about the programs and the application process. And I'll hand it off to Matt to introduce himself.
Thanks, Jesus. A little bit about my background. So I'm Matt Malloy. I'm the Director of Graduate Studies for the Machine Learning and Signal Processing Master's Program here at UW-Madison. I have a PhD in Electrical and Computer Engineering, and I've spent some time in industry working at a couple of larger companies and then also a couple of startup companies. My office is in 3615 Engineering Hall. The courses I've taught in the recent past, there's EC 203, that's kind of an undergraduate course, but then the rest of the classes on the list are actually courses that a lot of students in the Machine Learning and Signal Processing Master's Program would potentially enroll in. So next I'm going to talk through some of the details of the Machine Learning and Signal Processing Master's Program. So just a quick overview, the program's of course a face-to-face accelerated course-based master's program. It requires 30 credits to complete, and the cost is $1,200 per credit. The program starts in fall of each year, and the application deadline is December 15th, but if you miss that deadline, applications are accepted on a case-by-case basis. In general, the program is completed in 12 to 16 months. Well-prepared students find it possible to complete in 12 months, especially if they're able to transfer in up to 6 credits from an accredited undergrad institution. One of the nice parts about the program is the course selection is really flexible, and I'll talk through that in a second. Of course, you're going to learn new technologies, new techniques, and a lot of new theory in both machine learning and signal processing. So the way that I like to think about this program and think about how it's differentiated from other programs, if you think of a typical machine learning pipeline, so there's some signal and data collection, maybe the signals and the data are noisy. Usually there's signal processing engineers or feature engineers that then work at cleaning that data, pre-processing that data, and extracting what are called features. And then kind of on the right side of this diagram, that's where machine learning engineers step in and take that maybe clean data and work on prediction and classification algorithms. And those prediction and classification algorithms then kind of produce actionable decisions or predictions. So one of the great parts about this program is that it tries to wrap all of these things together and create machine learning and signal processing engineers that are capable of understanding and building this entire pipeline. So next I'm going to talk through a few of the courses that are electives or required for the machine learning and signal processing master's degree. So first there's a requirement that one class in signal processing is taken, one graduate level class in signal processing, and those are listed on the screen. There's digital signal processing, image processing, and then a handful of 700 level courses, and all of those fulfill that signal processing requirement. The requirement is that you have to take one class. Many students decide to take more classes from this list. So then the second requirement is, of course, the machine learning requirement, and there's a list of courses that satisfy the machine learning requirement on the screen. You'd have to take one of these classes. But again, most students choose to take more than one of these classes. So those classes include EC 532, which I've taught in the past. It's called Matrix Methods and Machine Learning. Also EC 539, which looks at neural networks. Just a prototypical machine learning class on campus, which is CS 760. And then also some more theoretical machine learning classes, EC 761 and EC 861. So just to round that out, there's a handful of other electives that you can take to kind of complete that 30 credits, and those are listed up on the screen here. And then also note on the bottom, you're allowed to take up to 9 credits of related coursework outside of the ECE department. So one of the great parts about being on the UW-Madison campus is that there's a variety of data science and machine learning related courses in different departments throughout campus, and you can actually count those classes towards your master's degree. So just to wrap that up, the requirements for the program are that you have to take there's a 1-credit seminar course. Then there's also what we discussed, the machine learning requirement, the signal processing requirement, and then 18 credits of electives. Right? So 3 credits of machine learning, 3 credits of signal processing, and then most people then fulfill those electives with other machine learning and signal processing classes from those slides we saw 2 slides ago. But you're also allowed to fill them with the courses we saw on the electives sheet, and also that 9 credits from outside the department. And the second line on here is the hands-on project. There's a hands-on component to the machine learning and signal processing master's program. And that's fulfilled either through an internship in the summer after your first year, or a capstone design class, ECE 697. And the hands-on project is required, and so summer enrollment is required in the machine learning and signal processing program. With that, I'll hand it back to Jesus.
Thank you, Matt, for that overview of the Machine Learning and Signal Processing Masters. And our contact information is on the screen if you have any questions about the information provided today.
Great, thank you, Jesus. Thank you for your time. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me.